Something's out here in the stream. The other day, I saw something I never thought I'd see out here.
On this board, I sometimes see big bullfrogs. I want to definitely lift it up carefully. And... Oh, that is not... It's escaping, but... Did I get it? That was not a bullfrog, that was a helgramite.
I was looking for bullfrogs, but if that was what I think it was, then everything I know about this stream is gonna get turned right on its head.
Ever since I knew what a helgramite was, I've wanted to find one out here. But if they're really out lurking beneath the surface of the water, then this stream holds some special properties. I've known for a while the local ecosystem is pretty healthy. Insects like these stoneflies are super sensitive to pollution, so the fact that these guys are hanging around means the water is pretty clean. However, clean water is not the only factor that contributes to a helgramite's survival. For a helgramite to thrive here, the water needs to be rich in dissolved oxygen. This is the key, and would likely explain why it seems like every time I come out here, I see something I've never seen before. So this search is more than just a search for a really cool looking insect. Today, we're hunting for a key to the biodiversity of this stream.
The only way to know for sure if a helgramite's living in these waters is I'm gonna need to recreate the catch that I had the other day. I'm gonna have to find one, live or dead, get it in front of the camera to prove that these animals are actually living here. If they're out here, this would be the spot. Helgramites need a really high oxygen environment to survive, and these little riffles that all these rocks create will dissolve oxygen into the water. If a helgramite's living in the stream, this is gonna be the absolute best place to look for one. So let's go ahead and rip some of these rocks. It's a wild goose chase. I'm looking for a needle in a haystack, and the needle can literally blend in to the sand and mud that is this haystack. I believe they're here. I want to believe that helgramites are living in these waters. If they are, even with all the crazy things we've found in this creek, we've only scratched the surface, because helgramites being here would mean this stream is a super healthy ecosystem, and the possibilities of what else we can find, nothing short of incredible. It'll be about 8 years ago now, but I was walking over this little stretch of trail by the creek, and I remember I was startled by a large black snake with a red checkered belly uncoiling and slithering into the water from this bank right here. Now, if you know what that is, good on you. And I'm still not totally convinced my memory's not playing tricks on me, but if that was what I think it was, and if they're still living in this stream, we have some real gems lurking in here. And a helgramite could be the first clue to finding something like that again. Nothing.
I'd love to say that I scoured tirelessly for hours looking for this helgramite, but there's only so many times I can flip over these rocks before I have to call it a day. I came across plenty of dragonflies and damselflies, but it seems it wasn't in the cards for us to find a helgramite today. The clouds are threatening rain. As thunder rumbled in the distance, the promise of finally discovering why so many weird creatures come to this creek was slipping through my fingers.
Rained last night, so always a good time to check for stuff underneath these boards after a rain. Never know what's gonna be underneath them. Figured I'd bring you with on the scouting run here. So let's take a look and see what we've got. Worms, isopod. More worms. No way, no way, no way, no way. I think it is. I had to do a double take. These guys normally live under rocks. That's where you're gonna find them. So seeing one under tin under a board like that, that's yes, that's a helgramite. Hold on, crap, I don't wanna let him escape.
Well, let's risk the bite, right? Oh, he stinks, man. He stinks. Oh, wow. Yeah, the musk is incredible. Holy crap, that's bad.
All right, we got one. Now, you might be asking, Spencer, what is this thing and why do you have it in your hand? And that is a question I ask myself a lot of times. But to answer the question, what is this thing? This is quite literally the holy grail of this stream ecosystem. This guy is what is known as a helgramite. And as for why he's in my hand, I have been trying to catch one of these guys for the longest time now. Ever since I knew what one of these guys was, I wanted to find out if they lived out in this stream. And sure enough, they do. I get, yeah, they're creepy looking, they're kind of cool looking, but why is this animal so special? Why am I so excited about it? This is the key to finding some of the more elusive gems that could be living out here and that I've long suspected lived out here. This is about as strange as it gets out here in this stream. We've seen salamanders and crayfish, but this little insect right here may look like a weird brown worm with extra big jaws, but this guy is one of the most elusive animals and actually a really important one that we've found. This animal means that I've only scratched the surface of what's living in this stream. You know, I've lived here for 8 years. I've been combing this water system for pretty much most of it, and yet animals like this helgramite have gone completely under my radar. These waters are full of secrets, and I know that now. So now it's a matter of, well, what do I look for next?
Releasing this helgramite back into the stream is not the end of my search, but rather the beginning. Just like I've long suspected that helgramites have been living underneath these waters, ever since I saw that snake years and years ago, I've wondered if they too are still here. Who truly knows what secrets are lurking out here in the stream? If you thought that was crazy, you've got another thing coming. Right here is a playlist with some of the craziest encounters I've had in my backyard. I hope to see you there, but until then, don't forget to get outside and find your own adventure.